He was just the janitor, invisible, ignored, forgotten. Every morning he quietly mopped the marble floors of a billion-dollar tech empire, never making eye contact, never speaking unless spoken to. Executives walked past him like he was part of the wall, until one stormy night, the CEO's $400,000 supercar refused to start. Frustrated, drenched, and out of options, the CEO heard a calm voice from the shadows. "It's not the battery. I can fix it." A mop in one hand, a toolbox in the other. But what happened next didn't just fix a car. It exposed a buried genius, turned the company upside down, and left the entire boardroom speechless. In a world of glass towers and silver ties where time moved faster than truth and power was currency, there was one man no one noticed. Eli Turner, a janitor in Building 47, headquarters of the billion-dollar tech empire Miles Industries, was a ghost in overalls. To the executives, he was just a background blur. Someone who existed only to clean up their footprints, polish their trophies, and vanish before their espresso cooled. But Eli, he saw everything. He heard everything. And behind those tired eyes burned the light of a mind that once set stages on fire. Logan Miles, the sharp-jawed, younger than he should be CEO of Miles Industries, was the poster boy for American success. Brilliant, bold, ruthless, and completely unaware of the man who emptied his trash every night, until the night fate misfired. A spark in the dark. The rain that night came down like shattered glass, cold, fast, and furious. Logan stormed into the underground garage, designer coat soaked, Bluetooth call barking through his AirPods. His prized possession, a $400,000 prototype electric supercar, blinked dead on the dash. Error lights flashed like a heart attack. He cursed, slammed the door, and growled, "Where's the valet?" From the shadows a voice, "It's not the battery. Your air intake sensor's flooded. I can fix it." Logan's eyes narrowed. A janitor, holding a mop, calm, still, like he was watching the car, not the man. "And you are?" "Eli," he said simply. "I used to design cars like this, once." Before logic caught up, Logan stepped aside. Something in Eli's voice didn't just sound confident, it sounded true. In minutes, Eli had the hood up, tools from his own bag clicking in rhythm with the thunder outside. His hands moved with the grace of someone who didn't learn by books, but by building dreams out of metal and mistakes. The engine purred back to life like a sleeping beast awakened. Logan blinked. "How the hell did you—" "I told you," Eli said, gently shutting the hood. "I used to build them." And then he walked away. Most people never looked twice at Eli. He was the kind of man you passed in a hallway and forgot before the next step. But beneath that faded uniform and quiet demeanor was a man who had once stood in rooms filled with applause, who had sketched blueprints that reshaped industries. Life hadn't been kind to him. It had broken him, shattered his family, and buried his legacy beneath layers of dust and grief. Yet every morning he showed up, not for the paycheck, but because deep inside, some part of him still believed that maybe, just maybe, the world would give him one more chance to be seen. And on that stormy night in the parking garage, when destiny stalled and arrogance met humility, Eli didn't ask for credit. He didn't want a spotlight. All he did was fix the engine. And in doing so, he unknowingly reignited the spark that would change everything. Secrets beneath the surface. But Logan couldn't sleep that night. Something about Eli's hands, his precision, haunted him. The next morning he did something no CEO had done in years. He asked HR about the janitor. What he read shook him. Eli Turner wasn't just a janitor. He was once a mechanical engineer hailed as the mind behind the machines. A man who had patented 5 revolutionary automotive systems before the age of 30. He had worked with Tesla, Mercedes, and secret government prototypes. But a tragic accident, a drunk driver who killed his wife and daughter, shattered his world. Eli disappeared, and when he returned, he didn't return to boardrooms. He returned to silence. Logan stared at the file for hours. All this time, greatness had been sweeping his floor. From janitor to genius. That afternoon, Logan called Eli to his office. No arrogance, no suits, just truth. "Why hide who you are?" Logan asked sincerely. Eli stared at the skyline, then smiled sadly. "Because sometimes the world only listens to the loud, and I forgot how to shout." Logan offered his hand, this time not as a CEO to a janitor, but as one man to another. "Then let's remind the world who you are." The very next week, headlines exploded. From mop to millionaire, former janitor now leads innovation at Miles Industries. Forgotten engineer behind revolutionary tech resurfaces with CEO support. Eli walked back into the design room, this time not with a mop, but with blueprints that would shape the future. The final twist comes here. At a press conference, Logan whispered, "I nearly lost a genius because I saw grease, not gold." And Eli, now in a sleek charcoal suit, looked at the crowd and said, "Sometimes life breaks you so you can rebuild differently. Not weaker, but quieter, smarter, stronger." The room was silent until thunderous applause echoed like justice through glass walls.